Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this little Harold. I had him on the wrong side, or do I? I don't know which side is which anymore. I don't know where the letters appear when I have my title thing. But here's little Harold who wants to turn because of his anti-camera gyroscope. But I've got my thumb in the way because I don't want him to turn. But this is little Harold. He's a good little guy. He wants to go back into his cage and go to sleep, and so I'm going to put him back in his cage. I woke him up because I'm a meanie, but he's a sweetheart. He's much more vocal about his needs than a lot of my other hamsters because, you know, he's a rescue guy. I haven't trained him, so he's not hand-trained from birth like the others, so thumbs up. He's still a good guy, though. As you saw, he didn't bite me or anything. He was just like, I'm going back to bed now. And that was his plan, so thumbs up on that. Well, it is very late. It is 7 o'clock a.m., and in fact, it is 7 a.m. Friday, the 6th of Octogre. The countdown to 55 continues as we get closer to the 26th, my birthday. Yay, I turned 55. I'm still alive. A lot of people that never made it even this far. I just gotta hope that I can make it as far as people like Tom Petty, who died at 66. Oh, what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to make sure you live? It's awful. I mean, you never know. The hand of fate can strike you down at any time. I mean, a bus can hit you when you're crossing the street. Much more likely if there's buses going by, and much less likely if there's no buses anywhere, but it can happen. I mean, back in, what was it, the 80s or 90s? I can't even remember when it was, but the rock artist Falco, German fellow, you know, who did Rock Me Amadeus, if anybody remembers that from ages and ages ago, but he was hit by a bus. He was crossing the street one day and thwack! Dead. I mean, it happens. Any one of us can die at any moment. In fact, back when my wife was really sick and I was going to see a psychologist because my back had been so badly injured and I was out of work, and one of the things they were doing is not only treating you just physically for your injury, but all around. And so I was seeing a psychologist for this because it was devastating. I went from being a guy who could lean over a bed and just grab a 180, 200-pound person up, just pick them up by their incontinence pads, pick them up, hold them, lift them to my side of the bed, and then set them down, put down a new incontinence pad, and roll them over. I was that kind of guy. And then I smashed my back. Even now, if I try to lift anything over 15, 20 pounds, the chronic pain signal screaming in my back just explode. It is bad. Even now. This was back in 2003 that I finally injured my back bad enough I couldn't work anymore. That's been, what, 14 years ago? And the alarm signals have been going since then. That's why I'm on, one of the major reasons I'm on methadone is my back. I've been injured so many times and so badly through the years, and then finally that one took me out. But it's just, oh, can I follow my train of thought that brought me there? Oh my gosh, I'm getting fibroed very badly. With my fibromyalgia, I can feel memories and feel my train of thought being erased. And right now, I cannot even remember what I was talking about that brought me to talking about whatever I was talking about, because right now it is gone. I can't even remember what I was talking about a minute ago. And I am very sorry. I hate fibromyalgia. I was literally in the middle of a story and I have no idea. Wait. Chronic pain. It was about chronic pain, my back. Okay, I can't remember. Okay, chronic pain about, I was talking about my back and can't carry any more than 15 pounds, right? Boy, I hope that's close. Anyway, I can't lift any more than 15, 20 pounds without the sirens that are already going off suddenly exploding into noise. Yes, I got it back. I found my way back to the trail. I can't remember fully what I was talking about on that, but at least I know that's what I was talking about. So that's why I was on that. Oh, I hate fibromyalgia. I used to have a wonderful brain. I was smart. I could follow trains of thought. I could make leaps of just intelligence. And I could think and remember things. And now I live in 2017 where in the middle of talking about something, the train of thought is yanked out of my head. It hurts. I can remember how sharp as a tack I used to be. Oh, this is not going to be a good day. But for whatever reason or why I was talking about the amount of pain that I'm in for carrying things, God, I wish I could remember. I am so sorry. I really, really hate fibromyalgia so bad. I mean, and the damage that I did to my brain with my alcoholism, I mean, I hurt myself badly. I went from, as I even described it in the 90s, because I could feel it happening in the 90s, where I told people, and it's true, I used to be able to concentrate really hard on things, to just fixate and concentrate and get something done. Now, even back in the mid-90s, I have and had the attention span of a coked-out butterfly. I flit from subject to subject because I can't stay on anything anymore. I forget what I'm talking about and doing. It sucks. Do not damage your brain with alcoholism, please. If you feel that you have any sort of alcohol issues and you're still young, take care of them now. Don't end up with a brain like mine. Please. It's no way to live. It hurts having trains of thought get yanked out of your head, memories lost as you're talking about them. The reason why you're talking about a memory being yanked away. It's painful. Please, if you have any sort of, if you think you've got a problem with alcohol, if you binge drink, if you drink too much on weekends, if you drink to escape the problems of modern life, which is what people do, please get help. People self-medicate because modern life, this modern life we live in, is not a good life for us. We did not evolve, and we did not evolve our brains and personalities to do what we do with them. Yes, our brains are magnificent, wonderful machines. I mean, these are incredible up here. I mean, our brains use, there's quantum organelles, I think is the best word for them, because it's intracellular. If it's intracellular, it's within the cell, right? But there's inner cell things that use quantum, basically computing for our thoughts and processes. And that's amazing. And our brains are so powerful and so awesome. There are more possible connections within the synapses in your brain than there are particles in the universe. Our brains are incredible, and yet they evolved not for what we use them for. And modern life is painful. That's why people self-medicate with, well, I was going to say drugs and alcohol, but alcohol is a drug, and it's really ridiculous that anybody, especially like the United States, separates them going, I don't have a drug problem, now I'm going to go get a drink. You've got a drug problem. I mean, alcohol's a drug, but then just about anything that we ingest is a drug. I mean, take a look at, it's likely, and I say likely because I have not researched it, likely more semantics, because what is the definition of a drug versus like chocolate? They both affect you chemically, but one is just much more powerful. So a drug is just something that's more powerful? Because chocolate affects you and your mood and your body and everything. It's just, it's not as powerful or as overt a reaction as like heroin or alcohol. And yet it's the same stuff, it's all just chemical reactions. What is the definition of a drug? As defined separately from the food we eat and the water we drink? I don't know. But that's worth thinking about, isn't it? Kind of an interesting subject. And I wish, again, I have to apologize for my fibromyalgia fog today. It is bad. I did not sleep well at all last night. And again, I have no ideas why. because I just I could not keep my eyes open yesterday from about 2 o'clock p.m. onward. Just blinking, my eyes wanted to stay shut after closing, and then and so it was like, oh boy. And so finally about 11 o'clock, I think it was last night, I went to bed, and then I did not sleep well. I wasn't too cold, I wasn't too hot, I don't know why, I was just uncomfortable. Did not sleep well at all. Finally dragged my ass out of bed because I was so hurt. It was ridiculous. Painful, painful, painful. So I got up. I didn't get enough sleep. I'd have to sleep for years. So yeah, I'm pretty tired, and that does not help the fibro fog. You have to try and get enough sleep to really treat your fibromyalgia well. I never sleep well. I can only sleep on a good night with good sleep, good restful sleep, it's only about 4 hours a night. Last night I slept about 4 hours. I was in bed for about 6, but 2 of them I was trying to get to sleep after going to bed. I was trying to stay asleep after waking up, and then I kept waking up and falling asleep through the middle of it. I didn't get any good sleep. And I'm so tired, and I'm so sorry, because I don't like the way that my brain works. I did it to myself, though, with the alcoholism part. I didn't do it to myself with fibro. That's autoimmune. You know, there was something in my DNA that triggered for that. But, oh, follow. I know I was apologizing about fibromyalgia fog. Past that, I can't even remember why. Holy smokes. This is the brain, and I have to live with this all the time. This is why it's so painful, because I used to be able to play the role-playing games, computer role-playing games, where you have to write the stuff down. Because if you didn't write it down when it came up in a game, like you saw text on a wall or whatever, that was it. It didn't get repeated. You either wrote it down or it was gone. And I was good at those games. And now, even with screenshots and you know, smartphones and making videos, I have so much trouble just even doing the minor stuff. I mean, part of it I can't complain about, is stated with what I did to myself with my alcoholism. That, you know, I wish I had done things differently throughout my life. I wish I hadn't drank as much when I was a child. I wish I had not continued drinking when I was just about 20, into my early 20s. I wish I hadn't kept drinking my whole life until I was in my early 30s. Well, no, mid-30s, late 30s. Gosh. So, I mean, it's that part of it I did to myself. As stated, I did not do the fibro part to myself. That's autoimmune. And with my back injuries and other some of them I have done to myself. Like with the paralysis on my arms, which this one is healed, I'd say 100%. My left hand is, well, no, it's not 100%. It still feels a little weird. Maybe 1% deficit on this side. Not enough to affect things, just enough to go, yeah, it feels kind of weird. This side, I'm like 10% deficit still. And it still feels super weird, like there's a big dead fish in my arm instead of active working muscles. So that sort of stuff I didn't do to, well, that's the one I said I did do to myself. But by falling asleep in chairs, be careful of your nerves, especially your radial nerves. Don't put pressure on this part of your arms. I fell asleep in chairs, leaned this part of my arm against the arms of chairs, and it was like taking a rope, rubbing it across a sharp piece of rock until snap, it just broke, and my nerve did not work. My motor nerves for this arm were dead. I could move, and I know I repeat this a lot, but a lot of new people are always showing up. I could only bring in my fingers that far, and then muscle, tone, and gravity to pull it out. My thumb would go in like that, and then muscle, tone, and gravity to pull it out. The rest of it was dead. I had to have it in a brace, and they told me that if I did not have a hand working in 5 to 7 years, not to worry, nerves do grow back. Nerves do grow back a little bit more than a year, and I could use this thing again. Not well. it was at least 30% paralysis and more. But since then, it's fallen to 20, and like I say, it's maybe only 10 or 15% deficit now. So it's regrowing all the time. A very good thing. Oh my gosh, I'm at 15 minutes of change. I'm opening up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab because I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people for having left me comments. Now, the content of the comment right now is not important. I'm not reading the comments as we speak. I'm just going to thank people for having left a comment. Whether it is a good comment, a bad comment, or an indifferent comment, it doesn't matter. The fact is you left me a comment. Thank you so very much. I am clinically depressed with bipolar disorder, and it is not a good landscape behind these eyes, between these ears. So thank you for getting me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Now, if I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended, and if you would like a shout out, just ask for it and you will get one. Now, somebody did ask for a shout out, and he used to have the name, well, I didn't write down the name, and then I went and had to restart my computer. But he used to be Epic Gamer, and now I'm still trying to call it up, Elevated Tomb. So Jonathan Ray of Elevated Tomb. And he'd like you to check out his channel. He has just gotten a shout out, son of a gun. Thank you very, very much. And yes, he asked for his actual name to be used, so son of a gun. Magical Sky Wizard, thank you very much. Violet Poisoning, greatly appreciated. Esper Reeds, thank you very, very much. Mateus Vulture, thank you, greatly appreciated. And Kevin Jimenez, thank you very, very much. Emmanuel Soki, thank you very, very much. And T Error 404, thank you very, very much. Chris Burr, greatly appreciated. Elevated Tomb 2740, who used to be Epic Gamer and changed. Angel of Chaos, thank you very much. Kane Prescott, greatly appreciated. And Evie P, thank you very, very much. Lana's Summer Wine, heck of a name, thank you very much. Claude 5190, greatly appreciated. Ink and Quill, thank you very much. And then Minion Man, greatly appreciated. Sretton Rossick, thank you very, very much. Yayo Castile, thank you very, very much, greatly appreciated. Buddha 612, thank you. Slanis, thank you, greatly appreciated. And Justina Aquavita Mats, or is it this one? This one, I think. Thank you very, very much. And Maddie Mats, thank you, greatly appreciated. Kepuleka, Kepulekepi? I hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. I tried and I'm failing. Chaos Mainline, thank you very, very much. And last but not least, Gurren Lagann, thank you very, very much. Again, you get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you so very much. It is greatly appreciated. If you could check out my links down below, that would be awesome. I got like Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+, and my blog, of which I've started writing it again, son of a gun. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be awesome. I do appreciate it, and I still need the money. I had to pay with $800, I had to pay my $1,000 rent. So if you could help, I'm negative now. That would be awesome. And my thanks to every one of my Patreon.com patrons. It is because of you I've been able to eat. I've got a house over my head. Thank you all so very, very much. You are beautiful, awesome people. Now, if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I do get for my existence. Thumbs up for that. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, but I do understand. My personality has rubbed people wrong and the YouTube algorithm completely wrong my entire life. I've gone from saying hi to them going, oh really, to hell with you. So if you don't like my channel, I understand. If you don't like the videos, I understand. If you don't want to subscribe, I understand. But if you're down with it, then thumbs up, and I'll do my best to keep you entertained from now until the day I die, which will hopefully be a very long time. Thumbs up for that. Well, I've got a game video coming up for later on. I got a reaction video, of course. Yesterday was my breakdown into tears day. If you watch my videos, I cried during my vlogging, and then I really cried during my reaction. That was a heck of a ride. So, but you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. So you keep smiling, and I will see you in just a little moment. I'm going to stretch this out the 5 seconds to make it 20 minutes as close as I can exactly.